All right, welcome to the show. What's going on to every single person out there from the east, west, north, or the south? Wherever it is you might be watching us from, we welcome to the best show on this part of the globe. Some call it Tea Time. We call it That Tea Time, the main show that keeps you going each and every day. Now, if you get a better program or show anywhere else, we'll switch off our transmitters, which will never happen. My name is Miles, the 8th wonder of the world, and I will be your captain on this ship for the next 50 or 55 minutes a day, everybody. But I never, ever do this alone. I have Uime in the building. Uime Afia, Elijah. I like to call your full name. It's very sweet to call in the building. How you doing, Mama?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, you saw your shine teeth. Like, who's tutoring you one time, Tom?
Nobody.
Okay.
It's just that I'm anticipating next week.
Okay, you're traveling out.
No. But,
okay, something huge.
Something huge is coming.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you on that. Anyways, you can be part of the conversation by calling in on 09098 408 and share your opinions on everything and anything we might be talking about today. Today's Throwback Thursday, one of my favorite days of the week, by the way. Throwback Thursday, and we're going back in time to play some beautiful and amazing songs from way back to remind you that you're actually getting old. Now, there's a whole lot going on in the society right now, a whole lot. Like, fuel subsidy has turned almost everything upside down. It's really hard. It's catastrophic out there. The roads are extremely free.
Prices of things are extremely
it's times
high.
2 billion. Yeah. Thank you to Lagos State government. Actually made slashed BRC buses fares by 50%, and the yellow buses, the downfall buses, by 25%. So that's a really good one. It actually eased all the tension and stress a bit. So, but no matter what we're going through, please, everybody, let's keep together and stand together, and hopefully we'll get through this together, right?
We will.
We shall.
Yeah, we shall.
We shall overcome. Now, what do we do here on Tea Times? If you're asking for the first time, you're joining us for the first time, what we do here is we analyze and dissect everything and anything that might be popping and might be happening around you, the world of social media, entertainment, and lifestyle generally. So we just bring it down here and we'll talk about it intellectually. We don't do gossip here, right? Before we get into the show, let's see some videos that caught our attention. Some videos caught our attention. I'm like, I can never understand how this is. I have thought about it so many times, like, why? 1 minute a woman is feeling this way, the next second she's feeling this way, and the next 2 seconds they're feeling another way, like 2 billion emotions in just a minute. And I'm like, how?
Even me myself, I'm still like asking, like, why is it like that? But most times this kind of feeling happens when our visitors are yes.
Okay, so that's the excuse for that.
No, it's not. It's not an excuse.
Okay, what I heard from a medical doctor is, like, you guys are made up of that the male folk are made up of 0 to 1,000 genes, while you guys are made up from 1,005 to like 7,000. So there's so much going on in you people's lives, so you don't even know. That's what I heard. So maybe you guys are just very confused human beings.
No, we are not actually. No, we are not. Okay. It's just that, you see...
if I'm going to ask you right now what you want to do in the next few minutes, you might tell me this. If I ask you at that few minutes, like, I think let's do this. Yeah, exactly. Let's see another video that caught our attention, guys. We'll be back in a bit. In the spirit of throwback, that's just for all you people who are always disrespected Auntie Ramota. That's like 18 years ago. Like, and she's still very much relevant in social media. That's Auntie Ramota. For you to know, she used to be a Nollywood celebrity before you guys started turning that to social media memes and all that. Why are you looking like that?
No, like, I asked you, is that how she looks like? Like, is that how
now?
Now?
No, she looks a little bit prettier now. Yeah.
Wow.
She's doing a lot of makeup and stuff now. And I think she went to do BBL recently, and it went bad.
Oh, wow.
She went to do something recently, BBL recently, and it didn't go well at all.
I'm lost because I don't know this. I don't know this person. Although I've been hearing about.
You know Auntie Ramota? No. Why won't you know Auntie Ramota? She's a social media sensation. Don't worry. After the show, I'll go back and look for her and show you. That was 18 years ago. So she's been around for a while. People just getting to know her now. She's been around for quite some time. Wow. Let's see another video that caught our attention, guys. We're back practical and very relatable, and lots of people can understand it. Now, even with the situation now, in fact, you know what we're going to do here? Next week, we're going to go out inside. Wait, have people collected their salaries since the fuel subsidy removal? I think yes.
Yes, people have.
But by the end of this month, we're going to do a survey. We'll do a Vox and ask people, like, okay, so how's it been now with the whole fuel subsidy removal? What's your salary looking like now? Have you been before? your salary can still get to like second week.
Second week,
Now
but
I don't
now
think
it's. I don't think it is. Honestly, it is. With the fuel,
Okay.
with the prices of things, with tariff, all those, like everything is just.
Because even then, when it still seems like everything was still a little bit okay, once you collect that money, like before you lay it down, you start searching for like
Everything has this.
what have I done? What did I do? Who did I send money to? What did I do? Then have you ever also, has this ever happened to you that you start guessing, second guess yourself, start thinking like, was I irresponsible? Did I spend
Yes, it has.
stupidly? Did I spend? Was I not being prudent?
And
Then
funny
you,
enough,
you start asking yourself questions like, what?
then when you now think about everything, but you be like, but I actually don't need this thing. Why did I?
And you, if you now still check it, you do need the thing. But you're still telling yourself you don't need it, and just to save money. I just hope things really get better for Nigerians right now, because it is really, really, really bad out there. Let's look for those of you who still have it easy and you still have a roof over your head, you can still afford a meal or two or three. Just be extremely grateful, and if you can, reach out to one person or the other. Just help people, and just let's help all cushion the situation together. I also saw a video where some people were lamenting and crying like, oh, they missed the previous administration. That I was like, okay, everybody, let's just calm down.
There's no difference.
It's not. Oh, guys, too soon. Don't let even just go there. If I agree, 100%, especially Lagos. We spend 98% of our lives in traffic. Like true. That's an exaggeration. That's not an exact figure or statistic. But I'm just saying we spend a very substantial amount of our time in traffic, Lagosian. But in recent time, thanks to the condition of the country, like honestly,
like the road is so free.
Like I left home. I think 5:30 or thereabout today. Like normally I have to leave early. Blah, blah, blah. Guy, I got to the office after 6 or thereabout, or maybe 6:30 or thereabout.
Wow.
I got to the office so early. I'm like, what's going on? I missed traffic.
Meanwhile, and funny how this traffic, by the time you get to the front to know what it's costing, you will not see anything.
It's just people not being patient. Everybody just wants to, I want to be fast, and some really terrible roads, very terrible roads.
But I think Lagos is still learning when it comes to traffic.
Where do you think has traffic the most?
London.
Let's move into stories that are very important and are catching our attention right now. Now, let's start this way. The situation in the country is so bad. Like, it's extremely bad right now that it even affected the animal kingdom. Let me show you this video of a goat and a lion having a conversation. The lion is way too tired and hungry to even lift hand to say, let me chop goat. And that goat has you get liver to say, God, I'm a goat.
I thought it was only the human race that had issues.
It's going through it.
But it has gone into the animal
kingdom.
race.
Yeah. So there you have it.
That's really good. Jesus.
Like, the lion was just like, I don't have power for this. Please don't beat me. Instead of you, that's your food. Eat.
I think they injected that goat with something.
They didn't inject it. The goat just being stupid. The goat just being a speed Valentine or something.
Miles.
Anyways, let's move into Jace real quick. The Edochies are in the news again. And for a while now, for like some months now, they seem to always be in the news. And I'm just not understanding. Now, May Edochie allegedly slams Yoel Edochie and his second wife, Judy Austin, with a 100 million lawsuit. The mom of three who has who has filed a petition for the dissolution of her marriage to Yoel is dragging Judy to court for having an affair with her husband. According to reports, when May filed a divorce petition against Yoel, she also filed against Judy for adultery with her husband. May is reportedly seeking 100 million naira as damage for the affair, which has cost her a lot. The report added that Judy and Yoel, who are aware of the petition, are dodging it. I also saw a video of Pete Edochie and Judy Austin. Judy Austin dancing. No, not Peter Edochie, sorry. Yoel Edochie and Judy Austin, the husband and wife, they were dancing. They were playing. I'm like, what is going on? You see, as much as I try to avoid their matter and their buhaha, I'm like, what is going on with this family? Like, it is too much. There's so much going on with them.
True.
And you being the man of the house is not even helping matters.
For me, I feel like that man is under a spell. Honestly, I don't think he's really thinking with his right.
How can he be under a spell? His name is just 3 letters. Y-U-L. So you can't spell it not Y-U-L.
No, like he's under and he's under. Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't, but okay.
Yes, he's under. Something like that.
Okay.
So he's not. I don't think he's really thinking with his right senses. Because
what if he is?
No, Miles. No matter how bad a person is, it wouldn't get to this point, because at this point they are trying ways. They are just trying to get to me. They are trying different means to get to me, because I think on Monday, right, Judy went online and she was ranting. She was saying, if you think you are stronger than my husband, you're Edochie, you cannot do anything to him and all. And it was clearly, we could, like, everybody knows that, okay, this particular thing you are saying, you're referring it to her. Who else? You get? So they are just doing things to humiliate the woman, to just make her feel.
I think May should just get herself, her kids, and vanish from their lives. Now, by vanish, I don't mean leave her house and run away. Just stay off the whole social media with them.
But she's not doing anything now.
Stay away.
Ever since this whole issue started, she has not even. How many times have you seen May online or posting anything? She only came out to just, it's just the lawsuit.
But let's even talk about lawsuit. Can you actually sue someone for having an affair with your husband?
Yes, because according to the whole lawsuit, now Yul is not allowed to have any affair outside the marriage, according to something because they did a court wedding rather. So it is not allowed. It is not allowed. You can't get married till that marriage. I hope he has 100 million and above. Yeah, so that's why she's suing him. So he's not allowed. It's not like traditional marriage where you can, but once you've done that court marriage, you can't.
Anyways, if you're going into marriage, whichever kind of way, or marriage, or even a partnership or something, open your eyes. There are a whole bunch of crazies out there. Yeah. Open your eyes and be in a relationship or partnership with the right person. It's really, how can you, sometimes you might not even know who the right person, but a little point at signs here and there will just feel like, God, this woman is not well, or this man is not well. Flee. Don't let love go and blind your eyes. Okay? Now, let's go on and move on to Kiss Daniel is in the news. Kiss Daniel just dropped his 5th studio album called The Maverick. I'm really happy for him. I'm really excited for him. But I really have a small problem with this thing he's doing now. International superstar Kiss Daniel and renowned label executive Emperor Geezy have welcomed talented artist Prime as the official signee to Flyboy INC and G Worldwide. This is coming days after Buga Krona released his fifth studio album, Maverick, which featured Prime on track 5. Kiss announced via his Instagram page with a picture of himself and Prime with the caption, "A very special shout out to my artist at I am Prime Official and the world is yours to conquer." #Maverick. Kiss Daniel changed his name from KISS to KIZZ because of Emperor Geezy, because of G Worldwide. When they had their problem, he was signed under them, and it was messy, right? He wasn't even allowed to use his own name. He had to change the spelling. Now, you coming back to have business with that person. It was a really messy breakup between both of them. Having business with them is somehow to me. I would have just preferred like, we squashed our beef. We don't have problems anymore, but business, I don't think we should have business anymore. I think we should just go our separate ways. Let me just keep enjoying what I'm enjoying. If he feels like signing anyone, there's so many mega talented artists out there that he can just find one signed by himself without the artist having any affiliates to anybody. I just enjoy it because I don't want to be a seer of nonsense, but there's possibilities they might still have issues when it comes to the artist branding or anything along the line, like or royalties and so on and so forth with time. So I'm not with it at all.
For me, I don't see anything wrong with it. You get, as long as they have, squashed whatever beef they had with each other, and there's a laid down plan and rules that they are going to follow, and they will follow it like they'll follow that rules and lay down in principle. I don't think they'll
They're
have
always following now. Even
a problem.
When Kizana was under G Worldwide, they followed that, but they still had issues.
The thing is, you can see it's just part of life. You would always have issues. Yes, now it's true. You always have issues with people. So it just depends on how you settle your beef and how you guys like. Okay, you know what? We've had issues. Yes, we've had issues in the past. Let's turn or let's do something
Talking about
together.
talking about beef and issues. There's this rap thing I used to go for on Saturdays.
Okay.
I do that. They used to have beef where we're there, and they used to have issues. So in case you want to be part of it, come and go and watch rappers battle. But now they used to battle for 20,000, and now they've upgraded it to 50,000.
To 50.
So if you can also rap, you can just come and have beef.
I've seen the future that I don't have. When it comes to music, we are like this.
Okay.
So I can't even. I don't even know how to put lines together. It's now rap. I want to go and let me. No, don't worry.
Really?
I'll not try.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving away from that now, from G Worldwide and Flyboy INC to Eniola Badmus in the news. Now, and I'm happy about it, kind of. Now, the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos yesterday sentenced a lady, Okoye Blessing Nwakwaigo, to 3 years imprisonment for cyberstalking Nollywood actress Eniola Badmus via a social media app, TikTok. The justice sentenced this lady, and after all the plea, she said she pleaded guilty to 2 counts and a bunch of all other things, and they just sentenced her to 3 years imprisonment. Now, on one other blog I read that it was 2 years, but on another blog I said it was 2 years or 3 years.
2 years.
So whichever way, 2 years or 3 years, but the fact that justice has been served, this should be a norm. You can't just come out and just start saying nonsense with your mouth, and there will be no consequences. I really, really like this. I like the fact, yes, I like it, that if you just say anything and you just say nonsense all for the sake of, oh, I need the likes, I need the clicks, I need the views, and not minding what the consequences may be. Like I'm not thinking I'm in my house. Come on, this is
an example.
This is the example of I'm in my house. You come and catch it. Yeah, come and beat me. They'll beat you.
I feel like when this girl was doing this thing, right, she never thought of the consequences, right? So now I was following the story, and the girl said that someone paid her to do that, and she was apologizing.
Who is the person that paid you? Why did you just tell us who the person is?
She refused to say the person who paid her, and she was apologizing.
So she wants to go to jail for free.
Oh, and she was.
Okay.
And she was apologizing to Eniola Badmus,
right.
And
Eniola Badmus.
she was just saying that
when
you were talking, you did not know that this was going to get you to where you are right now. So I just think, for me, I'm totally in support of this whole imprisonment and all, because we have a lot of cyber bullies out there.
Too many.
We have a lot of people who just come out to say things about people, whether it's true or it is false. It is not in your place to say it. Like, you shouldn't even come out to say things that are not true about somebody. So this is just a lesson to every other person. But you know how Nigerians can be. People will still want to do what they want to do.
My own issue with these things is not even an issue, safe. Like, it's okay, it's fine and all, but it's how the justice system worked so fast this time around. There are some major cases out there of people who have been murdered by some Nigerian policemen, and we are still in court. And cyberbullying, it was so prompt. Less than a month, bam, she's been sentenced. Less than a month, it's she don't go jail.
But can't you see the handwriting on the wall?
I wish
you understand now. You should know why this thing was.
Why was it sharp? Why do you think it was sharp? Because she's a celebrity.
No, not because she's a celebrity. She's a celebrity and a supporter.
Okay.
So obviously,
she's not a politician too. So she's using a political.
Not just a politician.
Not just an anyhow politician. It's a politician with levels.
With levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. May the Lord help all of them, and I pray they don't provoke God in the quest for justice. Anyway, moving away from that, somebody also talked about do not provoke God. Do not provoke God to anger. Twitter critic Daniel Rega has warned popular indigenous rap star Olamide Bado. Now, Rega's stern caution was elicited. What kind of is it?
Elicited.
Okay, by Olamide's tweets on pastors cashing out. Now, he just mentioned something. He said, Olamide tweeted something that if he goes around and every church he sees, he just sees, what's it called, cars parked everywhere. Every church is just filled up. Like, pastors are really cashing out. And Daniel comes out to say, do not provoke God to anger. That's a very bad thing to say. And I'm like, okay, how is it a bad thing to say? Daniel needed help. No, how is it a bad thing to say that pastors are cashing out? Some pastors are cashing out. And there's really nothing wrong with cashing out. By cashing out, it means, people are really coming to the church, or the church is growing, the church is blooming. Not that the pastors are doing Yahoo. Why are you smiling like that?
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with what Daniel said, though. Yes.
That you shouldn't provoke God.
Yes, now.
Right.
So when it comes to church, right, saying things about the house of God or saying things about pastors.
Where is the house of God?
The church.
No, it's not. It's where one or two are gathered. It's not a building. It's where one or two are gathered. That's where the house of God is. Your heart, that's where the house of God is. Be it the church, be it the mosque. That's where one or two are gathered and we just fellowship together. That's the house of God. Under the bridge is the house of God. It's not a building somewhere. Like, people just gather out in the house of God. Nope. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but either ways, it is not in our place to tell if a pastor is cashing out or if members are giving money or something. Leave that one for God.
Okay.
Do you get? So Daniel is just like, yes, we get it. Do you get? But just leave anything that has to do with God.
Okay.
Because we've seen a lot of stories where people would say, I think yesterday, Halima Abubakar or something came out to slam Apostle Johnson Suleiman over.
She's back again.
She's back again in the news, saying that nobody should listen to the man, that he's preaching false.
Well, she might have reasons why she's like, herself and him, they've had so much history together, so much back and forth, so much togetherness and things. Well, according to her, they had something with themselves. So she probably knows him a little bit more than you people. It's like me coming, let me see, maybe not me. Let me look for somebody in this place that can. Why are you smiling?
Nothing.
Okay, well, let me just use myself. It's like me coming out and see them, and I carry maybe a Bible and so I'm like, but man, I was saw you at the lounge yesterday. I said, do not drink. If you drink, this will happen to you. And I'm like, man, you were drinking wine yesterday. What's going on with you, right? So maybe I think that's where she's coming from. Like, I know him. You guys don't know him. I think.
Yeah, because she was telling her fans to not listen to whatever he's saying, that he's deceiving people and all. Now, we've had other cases where people come out to say that pastors are collecting offerings from his members and he's using it to buy cars, to buy private jets and all. See, leave that one to God. Let God judge. Your own is come to church, come and serve God.
Okay, what if
you're offering and
that's where I was going.
And go.
It's a good one. What if we do start going to these house of God, house of worships, and we don't offerings and tithes are not requested? Why can't we just come and they don't talk about anything? There's nothing. They put drop and they should skip the part of offering time or they should skip that.
But the Bible says
what?
The Bible said that we should bring in all our first fruits to the house of God.
First fruits.
Yes.
Why don't we carry all
first
the first
fruits? The Bible also
firstborn children, their first fruits too.
The Bible also talked about giving of tithes.
It does.
Yes, the Bible talked about that.
Okay, so to give it to whom?
Okay, if you can remember vividly in the book of
there we go.
If you can remember vividly in the Bible, because I can't really remember the book, so I don't want to go and where the children of God came together and they were bringing in their offerings to God.
What offerings were they bringing?
Okay, they were bringing in their farm, like all their farm produce and all to God. And two people, right, Ananias and Sapphira, with him and his wife, they connived and all. And instead of them to bring in everything they had, I think they did something, do you get? And the wrath of God fell on them.
You're not being plain and direct with this. You're not explaining it. In detail. You're saying something, so we don't understand what something is.
Okay.
What I am saying is this, and what I will keep saying is this: like, pay your tithes. Yes, your tithe does not necessarily have to be monetary to a particular building. You can use your tithe. Oh, I have 10th of whatever it is I earned. Blah blah blah. I'm going to buy food stuff, I'm going to go and give it to people. I'm going to go and buy clothing and go and give it to people. I'm going to go and use this one. Oh, I'm going to use it to repair. There's a particular road in my neighborhood that's not really good. I'll just use it to fix that part that's a pothole. And all those things, that is you giving back. You don't have to give it really to a building. I'm just saying, don't give it to a building. You don't have to give it to a building. God might give me your money. The God the whole world serves doesn't need anybody's money. To do what? Even in the Bible, I never saw Jesus saying, yeah, but yeah, it's time. Offering time. I never saw that happen. Anyway, so we are not pastors or imams. So we don't know. We don't have the depth information, but we do know one or two things. We don't know that we pastor. We know be pastor.
I know, but
I'm just saying.
Yes, but people should just, when it comes to anything that has to do with,
they shouldn't talk.
They shouldn't.
Why?
They should just keep quiet. Let God just do His thing.
What?
Let God just do His thing.
Wait, is your dad a pastor?
Yes, my dad is a pastor. But wait.
Okay. Now I get it. Pastor Pekin. Wow. Don't let me talk. Let me start talking now. You should have even answered that question yourself. Anyways, let's go for a quick music break, ladies and gentlemen. It's Throwback Thursday. Let's go enjoy some. You still have stuff to say?
No.
So anything that has to do with
you don't catch me. You don't catch me.
They should not.
You don't catch
say
me.
anything.
You don't catch me.
Let's go for a music break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in a bit. Don't go nowhere.